Hey everyone, how's it going? So my name is Damon. I essentially vibe coded this app using the Replit agent for the 24-hour buildathon. And the idea is that I wanted to see how effective it would be to try to get the AI to do the logic and to do the code base for me. So normally how I operate is I do the logic, AI does the code. I wanted to really push it in for a 24-hour hackathon to see if I got the AI to do the logic. Well, I started by saying my background is in finance and data analytics, so let's pick a finance-based hackathon because at least it gives me knowledge and I kind of know it a bit better. I have more domain knowledge. What came out was actually quite interesting. I think Replit is actually quite strong because at least when I started using AI, it was never this strong. Um, but saying that, so this is well, the AI came up with Cashflow Doctor, and basically the logic it came up with was the idea is that businesses, especially now with the world being the way it is, they want to make sure that their businesses and their cash flows that they're protected because maybe they don't have full information on what's going on. They might have some basic information. Like if you go to try sample data, they might have some basic information. They might have, obviously, usually they know how much cash they've got. They might have an idea of their revenue, and they might have some ideas of the route flows. And actually, one idea already, because again, I got the AI to do this, and I didn't have much input in the logic, is actually just having the output file of the CSV. For example, in New Zealand we have Xero who does it. There's like popular accounting software might output a file, and the Cashflow Doctor may actually input it. See, this is the thing. The AI did not consider that, but I am because I have domain knowledge. So if I put my logic into this, I would have some changes. Try to I would try to figure out what the end user would know, would not know, and would have. They might not have this information, at least not easily, because this app basically creates a diagnostic using the information they put in, but the gap between the information the end user has and able to get and the information this app provides, you know, to explain, it's like the people that would use this app are people that are not that financially knowledgeable, and then but they'd still have to have this information to help them get it. So maybe they do, maybe they don't, but maybe the knowledge gap is a bit wider than that. But even so, this it'll this app will analyze scenarios based on what could happen if the revenue drops, if the cost increases, if invoices are a bit late, because most companies have like accounts receivable, and if sometimes clients are late on payments, it can create some risk. If they're late on payments, it's quite common that they leave it. Actually, the sensible strategy is to leave invoices to the last minute to maximize interest. So they keep the money in the bank account to increase interest. That's why when someone sues someone for invoices being paid late, they also tend to also go for um the interest on top of that as well. That's kind of the thing. At least in New Zealand, that's how it goes. Um, there's like emergency expenses. If there's like a recession, especially with the world the way it is, it's quite crazy. All of these are shown in the graph because people like visuals. And then there's some generated lines based on things that can happen. This is not AI generated, by the way. This is just software. And yeah, it gives advice on how to fix your cash flow if you've got problems, like specific problems with all of this scenario. And then there's like monthly breakdowns if you want some more information. But in terms of 24 hours, actually for me it was more like 8 hours because I just found out about this. But actually, I think Replit is quite good. In terms of build quality, it's actually not that bad. I think it's quite good, and it lets me print it too if I need to print it. Um, if I have some usage for my own records or something, or if I want to bring this to an accountant to analyze. Um, but yeah, this is my app that I fully vibe coded. I pretty much had no input here. Usually, like I said before, usually I do the logic and then have AI do it for me. This is kind of an experiment. I wanted to see if the AI could actually just do the whole thing for me. I think definitely there are some gaps in some areas where if I put my own logic in, I could probably add some more to it. But yeah, as far as the AI goes, it looks good and it does what it needs to do. So yeah, thank you.